Your presentation if you want to get started, and give you the floor.
Hi, I'm Barbara Reichwalder, Regional Manager, DTE Energy. I'm here tonight with Brian Valorance. He's from our Gas Operations Group, with Bob Henderson from our Major Enterprise Projects Group, and Phil Barton from our Engineering Group. So we're here tonight. We appreciate your time, and I won't turn my back on the filming, so sorry. We're here to talk about tonight our gas main renewal program and our meter move-out program. So Phil will walk us through the program, the areas impacted, and some of the timelines, and then we'll answer your questions and allow for any time to follow up. So thank you, Phil.
Yes, thanks, Barbara. So my name is Phil Barton. I'm with DTE Gas Engineering, kind of helped a lot with the design of this program and everything. So let's talk through it real quick. So our gas renewal program, DTE is working on a program throughout all of our service territory to replace old aging gas mains, gas service lines, and relocate inside meters outside. It's our meter move out program. Some of the area of work is actually in the city of Taylor, and we're proposing to do a portion of that project this year. And we just wanted to meet and explain it a little bit. So what we're trying to do is, as I mentioned, replace old and aging infrastructure that may have had leak history in the past, and replace it with new materials and that are less risky of those sorts of leaks, and also relocate gas meters from the inside to the outside of the residence to allow for easier access. You don't have to make appointments to do meter reads. We don't have to get inside to do inspections and do things like that. Those are really a lot of the benefits. Kind of what we're trying to do is really, at the heart of it, it's really a safety program. We're trying to remove some of our equipment that's located inside the residence and move it outside so it's accessible to us for shut off and reading, and not as intrusive to the homeowners. So what we're actually proposing to do in the city of Taylor is a part of our meter move-out program. We're doing about 122 feet of gas renewal, which is very large. It's like not here to the end of the room on Munson Street, but we're also looking at relocating about 844 inside meters outside and 2 other services, 846 total, that will be renewed and relocated outside of the residence. Tentative work start is October timeframe, pending getting some approvals and whatnot. But that's kind of what we're currently looking at, and trying with the intent to complete by the end of December, with all our work and temporary restoration, and final restoration returning back in the spring as weather permits. This is the area of our work. Those green dots are all the inside meters. So it's the railroad on the north side, Telegraph on the east, Wick on the south, and Beach Daily on the west. So we will be going through each of these residents and
the neighborhood. Yeah. So the greenhouse is one that needs to be.
Yes, the green dots are inside meters. Yeah. So the green dots are all the ones that we're going after. Yeah. So it's taking the inside. I'm guessing you have an inside meter in your home now. Relocating that meter outside and renewing the service line. The gas main itself, aside from the gas main itself, we're not touching. We're just leaving it itself, just the service line and the meter, except for that small portion on Munson. We're renewing 100 some feet of that main.
And the gas main has been renewed previously, and it's up to our standards.
Yeah. So this program is really geared towards replacing what us, in our eyes, and the Michigan Public Service Commission's eyes, is considered a legacy old infrastructure, cast iron gas mains, unprotected steel, bare steel. This area, most of the Taylor area, is canonically protected steel gas main or already plastic gas main. It's not nearly as old as some of our other infrastructure in other communities that we have. So most of the work that we're planning, primarily all the work is related to the service lines and the meters in this area. Some of the other communities we're working on, we're doing meters, services, and mains, so all at once. But since the main in most of the areas in the city of Taylor is newer and it's protected steel, we won't be touching that as part of this program.
And we won't be elevating any of the gas pressures, it's gonna stay the same. It's already at a high pressure, so there won't be any pressure changes. So there's no risk of anything with pressure staying at the same pressure.
So this is our project area. We're looking to start in the October timeframe. Completion in December, temporary restoration, final restoration in the spring, kind of as weather permits and restoration is allowed. In terms of like disturbance, it's mostly going to be kind of at the building wall where the new meter and regulator, service regulator are going to be located, and then where the existing main is, usually behind the curb, between the curb and the sidewalk or underneath the sidewalk. So for the most part, we'll be out of the road. It'll mostly be sidewalk and land and lawn disturbance. Most of our installation method will be directional drill, so it won't be too much like open cuts or anything. It'll just be kind of
Two holes at each
two holes at
residence.
each end type of thing. So residence communication, we communicate to the residents. We send out letters kind of beforehand, notifying the residents of what we're doing. Use Nextdoor app. We have door hangers where we make appointments to actually make appointments with the residents to relocate that equipment outside. We do postcards, surveys on our performance and things like that. And we have information on our website too.
And a dedicated phone number too,
Yep.
that if there's any questions, it doesn't go to the DTE call center, it goes right to our station and
Yes,
to our
so we
team.
have one station in particular that is performing this type of task for all Southeast. Yeah, we'll share that. Yeah.
No problem with Johnson, question?
Yeah, you're gonna relocate the meters outside.
Yeah.
What about the piping from outside back into the house? After you take that meter out, is this gonna be inspected, either pressure tested? That's one line, is it being pulled?
Yeah, it's all part of the service renewal project, so we tie back into the existing fuel line, but it's new going through the wall.
Right.
And it is leak checked before we turn the gas back on.
Okay. No permits are required?
No plumbing permits are required. It's all
Oh,
part of the
mechanical.
gas work, right?
Or
Or mechanical.
From the meter in, it's now the house's responsibility, so if I was to do that as a mechanical contractor, I would have to pull a permit.
Yeah, Greg, I don't believe we pull a permit for that piece of pipe, right?
I didn't check into that.
Yeah, we have not, right? We have not, yeah. We just tie back in and we pressure test it and then relight it.
Communication cadence, send out initial letters, kind of frequently asked questions about 30 days before the project. The field crew leaders are usually in contact with the residents for scheduling the appointments and things like that with door hangers. They leave their contact information and stuff like that as a point of contact. And then we have restoration, kind of measuring our performance and restoration and things like that periodically throughout the year. Thank you surveys, things like that.
We do work our way through the neighborhood in a systematic way, street by street, with one or two crews. We're not gonna
Yeah,
have
we
12 crews working at every
We're
street.
trying to knock one street from one end to the other.
And we will restore and move on and restore and move on.
Councilman?
I just, I just want to make sure that you guys are proper, have plenty of ID on you guys, because a lot of people are going to be hesitant about wanting to let me in their house and all that stuff. And I'm sure the city will do our part as far as on our website, letting this neighborhood know that this is going to be going on and all this stuff.
Yeah, we
So-
can,
Greg, you have a question?
Oh, great.
Now, the restoration, is it gonna be by block, and how soon after you complete a hookup will that restoration follow? And is it just temporary or complete as long as you can do it with weather permitted?
It will be complete as long as we can, weather permitting. We do wait until a block is done, because the restoration moves a lot faster than the actual service install. So once a block from cross street to cross street's done, within 15 days is our pre-spec to mobilize the restoration crews.
15 days after completion of the block?
Mhm.
And then in that time, it's just gonna be backfilled with stone or cold patch, or how is it? Say the sidewalk, you have to remove a sidewalk or a driveway.
If we're outside of restoration season, they will put cold patch back in.
In the winter, we put the cold patch in so that you can drive a snow blower over it, or it's stone, in the summertime, because you don't have to worry about the snow blower. So we usually work with the city to say, okay, when do you want us to change from stone to cold patch? We kind of, you know, when we're in and we're doing the work, we're gonna be communicating with the city every day. Where are we at? What are we doing? What's the feedback? We try to do a really comprehensive job of direct communication with both the residents and the city through social media and direct conversations with the inspectors.
Or weekly coordination meetings too in some municipalities.
So cold patch is just temporary, right? Like if you
Yes.
replace, if you take out one, you know, I'm in that neighborhood. If you take out one of my cement blocks on my sidewalk, you're gonna put cold patch there, but in the spring, you're gonna come back and put cement in, correct?
As soon as we
Okay.
can.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.